Welcome back to the Gaming Current, brought to you by GameEels. Episode 3 already, can you believe it?
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
That's for sure.
Yes.
And we've got a ton of fun stuff to cover today. We're talking Arcane Season 2, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, and even a little Stardew Valley mobile.
Yeah, a pretty diverse mix. Should be interesting.
Definitely. But you know what I got to talk about first? Arcane Season 2. Just wow.
I know, right? Those first 3 episodes.
Blew me away. The animation, I mean, it's like next level.
Absolutely. I was thinking the same thing. It's somehow even better than the first season. The way they're using light and shadow now.
It's like watching a moving painting almost.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just animation, it's art.
And the story, oh man, the story.
Don't even get me started. They're not pulling any punches this season.
It's a whirlwind of action and emotion. We've got political intrigue, family drama, and some seriously intense fight scenes.
That scene with Vi and Caitlin in the Undercity with the Enforcers
Oh, brutal.
really made you think about the power dynamics in Piltover and Zaun.
Definitely. And the way they show Vi's struggle to protect her family, alongside Caitlin trying to deal with the reality of Zaun.
It's heavy stuff. You can really feel the weight of their experiences.
And then there's Jinx.
Oh, Jinx. She's a whole other level of complicated now.
Her descent into chaos is, well, it's both fascinating and terrifying.
Totally. Like, you can't tear your eyes away even though you know it's not going to be pretty.
That warehouse scene, when she finally runs into Vi and Caitlin.
Explosive, literally and figuratively.
They really went all out with the animation on those explosions, too.
Insane, right?
But honestly, for me, the most compelling storyline right now is Victor's.
Yeah, his transformation into this, what, Hex-Tech Messiah?
Yeah, exactly. It's so intriguing, but also kind of unsettling.
He's clearly trying to do good, trying to help the people of Zaun, but
those methods.
yeah, they're getting pretty questionable. Remember that scene where he's using Shimmer to heal those addicts?
Yeah, it's like you could see the desperation in his eyes.
Like, he's so close to crossing a line.
It makes you wonder, is he really saving people? Or just delaying the inevitable?
That's the big question, isn't it? And I think that's what makes Arcane so brilliant. They weave these complex themes and character arcs into this really fast-paced, action-packed narrative.
Right. It's not just mindless entertainment. It makes you think.
Exactly. I think that's what sets it apart from so many other video game adaptations. It's not just trying to rehash the game, it's telling a real story.
A story that can stand on its own, even if you've never played League of Legends.
Definitely. And that's a testament to the quality of the writing, the animation, everything. And it's not just for the lead fans either. Anyone can jump in and enjoy it.
For sure. Okay, but let's switch gears a bit here. We got to talk about S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, right?
Yeah, Heart of Chernobyl. That game has been through the ringer.
No kidding. With everything going on in Ukraine, the fact that they're even releasing it,
It's incredible. The team at GSC Game World, they've faced some serious challenges.
I can't imagine. Relocating studios, dealing with, everything.
And yet they still managed to pull it off. To create a game like this amidst all of that.
It's inspiring, honestly. And speaking of the game, it looks incredible.
Oh yeah, the environments, the atmosphere.
Super creepy, in a good way. And the gameplay looks like a perfect mix of survival horror and shooter.
They've really upped their game, technically. The graphics, the gunplay, the AI.
And the crafting system. That adds a whole new layer to the survival aspects.
Right, and they've expanded the role-playing elements too, I hear. More choices that actually affect the world.
I'm really interested to see how they handle the zone itself. You know, that's such a core part of S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Me too. From the trailers, it looks like they've nailed that eerie beauty, that unpredictability.
The anomalies, the mutants, the constant sense of danger.
It all seems to be there. And don't forget about the factions too.
Oh yeah, the way they interact, the shifting alliances, adds a whole layer of complexity to the world.
Definitely. And you know what else? There are those pre-order bonuses.
Right. I thought those were a cool touch.
Yeah, the tourist suit for extra protection, the veteran rifle.
And the S.T.A.L.K.E.R rucksack for more inventory space.
It's not just cosmetic stuff, it actually gives you a bit of an edge in the game.
For sure. But you know what I'm most excited about? It's a single-player experience.
Oh yeah, in this age of multiplayer everything, that's a breath of fresh air.
It's about the atmosphere, the exploration, being alone in that world.
And surviving, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
But, okay, we can't forget about Stardew Valley Mobile, right?
Oh, totally. That surprise multiplayer update.
Who saw that coming?
Eric Barone, man, that guy's a legend. Squeezing multiplayer onto mobile, even if it is experimental.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Now we can finally play with friends on the go.
Build our farms together, share resources, It adds a whole new social element to the game.
And it really fits, the whole idea of community connection.
It's at the heart of Stardew Valley. And it shows that even years later, the game is still evolving.
But let's be real, the mobile multiplayer, it's not perfect.
Yeah, the technical side of things, connecting with friends, it can be a bit fiddly.
Sharing IP addresses, setting up hotspots, it's not exactly seamless.
And there's always the risk of connection issues.
Hopefully they'll work out those kinks. Maybe add a friend invite system or online matchmaking.
Yeah, that would be great. But even with its limitations, it's a huge addition.
Oh yeah, it opens up so many possibilities for playing with friends.
I can already see those late night farming sessions,
Planting crops, sharing tips, and of course all the chaos when something unexpected happens.
That's what makes it fun. And with mobile multiplayer, now even more people can share in those experiences.
It really makes you think, about how far gaming has come.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, look at these games we've talked about today.
Arcane, blurring the lines between games and TV with that incredible story.
And S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, pushing the boundaries of realism and immersion.
And then you've got Stardew Valley, this indie darling, still finding new ways to evolve.
It's a really exciting time for games, for sure.
And with streaming and online communities, it's become such a global thing.
Absolutely. People from all over the world connecting through games.
And it's interesting, each of these games, they touch on connection in different ways.
Yeah, that's true.
Arcane with the bonds of family and what happens when those break down.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, where connection, even with other survivors, can mean the difference between life and death.
And Stardew Valley, it's all about building that community, working together.
Yeah, I think that's something that often gets overlooked about gaming. It's fundamentally about connection.
Whether you're competing, cooperating, or just sharing your love of a game.
Those connections are what make it special.
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly just feeling super optimistic about the future of gaming.
Me too. With technology always advancing, who knows what we'll see next?
Maybe virtual worlds that feel totally real, augmented reality games that blend with our everyday lives.
It's crazy to think about the possibilities.
But no matter what happens, I think those core elements, the storytelling, the connection, the pure joy of playing.
Those will always be at the heart of gaming.
Well said. Well, that's about it for us.
That's a wrap on this episode of The Gaming Current.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll be back next week with another deep dive into all things gaming.
Until then, keep on gaming.
Keep on connecting.